Welcome to day 3 of 100 Days of Making Comics with Jan. So yeah guys, I've been doodling away at a little vessel of some kind that our heroes are going to be traveling in. And just like in Alien, they find out about something. They are sent to investigate. I'm keeping it real simple right now. I have written a little bit more. I've while I was away in Barcelona and I was writing every day, I did write a bunch of groups of characters into being who could get themselves in trouble with that results in a signal being sent, and that would later on allow for a little bit more backstory. But for now, let's keep it real simple and just stick to the cliche. We've got a crew of hardworking men and women on a vessel. They just move stuff around, really, and they hear a signal and they are going to argue about investigating and what it means. And they're gonna go there and they're gonna discover something really, really cool that they're gonna, have a lot of debates about what it is and should they bring it back, and what if other people find out and what they would do with it. Like all these questions that you have in the first 2 Alien movies are gonna be in my little story, which you may have noticed yesterday. Working title, phosphor. Simple explanation, phosphor is that chemical that burns very bright. It's been banned for use in weapons, even though people have been using it anyway because it burns through to the bone. The superhero power, if you will, for much later on in this storyline, has something to do with that. That's all I'm going to say for now, because for this comic book that I want to make, that is not the focus. If the conclusion I reached yesterday about my worst expectation is like, well, what if in 100 days, because of work and like all this stuff, and I can just do an hour a day and I'll pull it off an hour a day, but I can only get 10 pages done, then what am I going to tell in 10 pages? Can I actually tell a story in 10 pages? And so I figured, like, well, if I stick to my template of Alien, then the first 10 pages would be about them, about the crew being introduced on the vessel and receiving the signal, arguing about it, and going in to investigate. And then page 10 would be discovering the site, and it looks awesome and creepy and sparks the imagination, and now you want to read more. Of course, that's like, that would be like a perfect little setup. And if you want to read more, then maybe I can get more people interested in seeing this whole thing through and finishing up the whole first story arc. I'd like to do half an hour writing now, do a little bit of sketching, and then